Bonjour, nous sommes avec Tom Hanrahan et Alfonso Castro de Microsoft au salon Solutions Linux Open Source 2010. Alfonso Castro s'est proposé gentiment de faire l'interprète avec Tom Hanrahan, qui est le responsable de la plateforme technologique open source chez Microsoft. Bonjour. Donc
Bonjour.
Nous allons parler de cette plateforme et commençons par le début. Qu'est-ce que cette plateforme?
So what is the Open Source Technology Center at Microsoft?
The Open Source Technology Center at Microsoft is an engineering organization whose mission is to look for opportunities to work with open source communities, to help them have a good experience running on the Windows platform, and for them to be able to interoperate with Microsoft products.
D'accord. Donc à partir de là, est-ce qu'on pourrait avoir un historique un peu de cette plateforme? Quand est-ce que vous l'avez créée et pourquoi?
When was the OSTC created, and what is, you mentioned, but where does it come from, and how does that fit into the strategy?
I joined Microsoft 3 years ago and began creating the Open Source Technology Center at that time. And what we're trying to do is reach out to open source communities and provide them with the tools, the processes, and the infrastructure they need to be able to now target Windows as one of their build targets. So we anticipate that they will continue to develop their software as they always have, to support their software on platforms like Linux, but now we want to provide them with a very good experience for also developing that same product set to run on the Windows platform.
D'accord. Donc quelles sont les technologies aujourd'hui sur lesquelles vous travaillez en particulier?
What are the specific technologies you mostly work on?
Two main areas that we work on. One is we want strong interoperability between Windows and Linux, particularly when we run those in virtual environments. So one of the projects that my team has worked on was the development and maintenance of the Linux device drivers that Microsoft has contributed to the Linux kernel that enable Linux then to run as a guest on top of our hypervisor called Hyper-V. The second thing we do is we reach out to development communities like the PHP community who are creating a dynamic runtime language, and we want to be able to support all of the PHP developers so that they can create applications that will also run on Windows. So we've tried to improve that development tool experience for them.
Très bien. Et il y a deux aspects. Donc déjà, pour avoir une idée un peu du nombre de personnes, how many people work in this plateforme technologique, et aussi le lien par rapport à des communautés. Est-ce qu'aujourd'hui il y a une vraie stratégie vis-à-vis des communautés?
So how many people do work at the OSTC, and what are the different links you may have with the open source communities?
One of the things I'd like to stress is that the benefits of working with open source is really well understood now throughout Microsoft. So the OSTC has taken a lead in approaching some communities, but there are other engineering organizations at Microsoft who have also started that process. In fact, the engineering team here in France has done a very good job of reaching out to the local developers. So what's important to understand is that it's a company-wide exercise, a company-wide movement to reach out to open source. But specifically in the OSTC, I have 20 people who work for me. They're scattered around the world. So we have the ability to reach out to different communities. But again, that's just one part of the whole movement that's taking place within Microsoft.
Ok. Et la stratégie de Codeplay, donc de différentes, c'est-à-dire à quel moment Microsoft va chercher une stratégie d'ouvrir des communautés? Est-ce que vous avez déjà envisagé comme Codeplex peut-être donc la création de communautés aujourd'hui à partir de Microsoft?
How do we decide to go towards communities, to establish relationships, and do we have, like maybe with the Codeplex Foundation, the intention to create our own communities?
We have several mechanisms that allow us to approach communities. Some of those mechanisms allow us to do that directly from our engineering organization to the community as Microsoft to community, for example. The work we're doing with PHP, the work we're doing with the Linux kernel, the work that some of our other engineering teams are doing with the Eclipse Foundation, the Apache Foundation, and some specific communities. So there are good ways of doing that. The Codeplex Foundation allows us to start new initiatives and to encourage other developers to join us on projects that we think will be mutually beneficial. So it's just another mechanism that allows us to be a little bit more agile in how we start to form a community.
Ok. And quand est-ce que vous avez des liens est-ce que vous n'avez pas plutôt des difficultés aujourd'hui par rapport à la communauté ou par rapport à peut-être pas des zones de rébellion, mais des personnes qui vont pas vouloir collaborer aujourd'hui d'un point de vue technologique, ou c'est plutôt en général, ça se passe plutôt mieux que ce que vous pensiez?
Overall, what kind of relationship do we have with the communities? Are there any communities that are not willing to work with us, or globally, how does it work?
We have a positive relationship with many communities. There are some communities who just, there's not a strong mutual benefit for us working together yet. Maybe that'll develop in the future. So we look for communities where we recognize where there's a mutual benefit to go forward. Whenever we've approached a community or a community has approached us with that intent in mind, we've really had no problem working with them. So I wouldn't characterize us as having difficulties approaching communities. It's just we have to find the right area in which we share mutual benefit, and then things go very well.
Ok. Et pour conclure, quels sont vos challenges pour cette année, pour l'année à venir, pour 2010?
What are the upcoming challenges for the next 12 months, or maybe the topics we're working on?
The challenges really are, there are so many opportunities that we have to be selective and pick the ones that we think will have the most impact for everybody, for our customers, for the community we're working with, and for Microsoft. So that's an interesting challenge. We would love to do more, but we have to be selective. In the next 12 months, you can see us continuing to contribute to the Linux kernel. That's very important to us, because we must demonstrate to the community that we have a long-term commitment to stay involved with the work that we're doing there. So you can see us continue to add functionality to the drivers, the device drivers that we already have there. You can also look at us to begin taking the lessons that we've learned, working with the PHP community about what tools they needed, what processes they've needed, and we want to generalize that information so we can make those tools and processes more broadly available to other open source communities, so they can have the same experience now of targeting Windows as one of their primary build targets.
Ok, thank you for this interview et see you. Merci, à bientôt sur Intelligent TV.